बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, गीता माता की जय। अज्ञान तिमिरांधस्य ज्ञाना जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। कस्तूरीतिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कङ्कणम् सर्वांगे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कंठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं देवमात्मा बुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवत् गीते भवद्वेषिणि। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुलारविन्दायत पत्रनेत्रे येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोतवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala Gandhar Nilotpala Shalyagravati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sotina Khalpandavaranadi Kaivartaka Keshava Paravarsha Vacha Sarojamamalam Gita-gandhokatham Nana-khyanaka-kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana bodhitam Loke sajjana shatpadairaharaha Petiyamalam muda Bhuyat bharata pankajam kalimalam Pradvansina Shreyase Mukam karoti vachal Pangulang gayate girim Yat kripat maham vande Paramananda madhavam Yam brahma varunindarudha marutas Stunvanti divyai savair Vedai sankha padakkamopanishadair Gayanti yam samagaha Dhyana vastita targate na manasa Pashyanti yam yogino Yasyantam na virussura suragana Devaya tasmai namaha Devaya tasmai namaha Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai Umapati Mahadev ki jai Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai Gita Mata ki jai आदरणीय वंदनीय पंडित जी विप्र मंडली प्रिय सज्जनों भक्त समुदाय प्रिय भक्त समुदाय महानुभाव पहले सभी को राधे राधे सीताराम और मेरा नमन Most worshipable Panditji, Pandit Satyanand Maharaj, other Pandits, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, our host, Mr. Ganesh Ramlal. First, let me say Radhe Radhe and Sitaram to everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Today we are at the Sri Vishwanath Mandir in Clarke Road, Penal, Trinidad. The president of the Mandir, Indrani Shri Prasad ji, is here also with us. I thank her and the committee for allowing us to use their wonderful Mandir. During this very auspicious time, we call Pitri Paksh. In the whole year, 15 days. Paksh means 15. 15 days has been put aside by the Rishi, Munis, Bhagwan, the saints and sages for giving respect, giving thanks to the Pitris, the ancestors. Pitri means ancestors. We owe a great debt to them. Very great debt is called Pitri Rin. There's so many debts we owe, Pitri-rin, Nirin, Devarin, etc. One of the most important debt we should fulfill, Pitririn. So when we offer worship, obeisances, we make offering at this time, we do shraddha, etc. This helps in us fulfilling that debt we owe to the Pitris. ये ऋण को उतारने के लिए यही करते हैं. So I always say, this is a very auspicious time. It's not a bad time. Just superstition, people think it's a bad time. Pitripaksh, we should not do anything. We shouldn't worship God. We shouldn't do anything spiritual. No, it's a very auspicious time. Certain things we don't normally do, like wedding, janev, sanskar, etc. But we don't stop worshiping Bhagwan. We don't stop doing our bhakti, our devotion, etc. Our dainik karya, the daily actions and duties we perform, we have to continue. In any shraddh, when we do shraddh, when we worship the Pitris, etc., we also worship Bhagwan Shri Krishna. We do Krishna Puja. And along with that, Gita Paath. The reason being that when we offer to the Pitris, it doesn't go directly. We cannot send it directly to them. So then we pray to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. He becomes the medium, madhyam, unko pahunchane ke liye. He becomes the medium through which whatever we offer, He will take it and give it to them. So it's important for us to please Bhagwan Shri Krishna, unko khush karna. And how do we please Shri Krishna? When we listen and we read this wonderful text called Bhagavad Gita, we do Gita Paath with great devotion, bhakti sahit, dvidha vishwase, with firm faith and love in our heart. We listen carefully. Bhagwan Krishna becomes happy. Wo khush hote hai. When Bhagwan Krishna becomes happy, the Pitris become happy and they shower their grace upon us. So this is very important. That's why Gita Paath is recommended at this time. We also reading of Garu Puran, Bhagavad Mahapuran, etc. Our dear Uncle Ji here just told me that he would have loved for me to read Garu Puran, but I said, you should have told me before. Another time. A Gita Paath is no less. And this is very important. This Gita Paath is always done when we worship the Pitris, when we do Shraddha, etc. So, listen to the Gita, reading the Gita, but not just like reading a book. Ye kitab nahi hai, it is not a book. Ye Bhagwan ka hi shabd hai, unke Shri Mukh se. This is the words of Bhagwan himself, the teachings of Bhagwan, his own words he's saying to Arjun. This is why it's Gita, the divine song, divine words of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. And there's no difference between Bhagwan and his words. Gita represents Shri Krishna. When we reverently listen, read and listen to Gita, with firm faith and love in our heart, we are actually worshiping Shri Krishna. He becomes very pleased. So tonight we'll be doing Gita Paath, some teachings from the Gita, and hopefully we will learn something also. Along with making Bhagwan Shri Krishna happy, we'll learn how to make him happy. We'll learn some teachings, and hopefully it will help us. And of course, the Pitris will also be happy. As customary, we'll chant the divine name of Bhagwan for a few minutes. Chanting God's name is very important. In the age of Kali Yuga, we are told, Kag Basundaji says to Guruji in the Ramayana in the Kali Yuga Mahima, Kali Yuga Yoga na Jagya Jnana. In the age of Kali Yuga, we cannot do Yoga, we cannot do Jnana, we cannot do Yagya, Dharma. What to do? Ek Adhar Ram Gunagana. One thing, chant the name of the Lord with love, with devotion. God sits in the name. There's nothing more purifying than God's name. The moment you chant Bhagwan's name, you have made everything pure. One name of Bhagwan, there's no amount of sin anyone can commit that one name of Bhagwan cannot destroy. Of course, it has to be done with faith, with love, with devotion, with the faith that Shri Krishna is sitting in the name, with love in our heart, and then we'll benefit. So let's chant the divine name of Bhagwan as we prepare ourselves. जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
ओ जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल। Everyone clap and sing.
रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
ओ जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
ओ जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय
राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
मोघाशा मोघ कर्मानो मोघ ज्ञाना विचेतमः, राक्षसी आसुरीं चैव प्रकृतिं मोहितं श्रिता। जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
ओ जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
हो जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
हो जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
महात्मानं मां पार्थ दैवी प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः, भजन्त्यानन्य मनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतधिमव्ययम्। Satatam kirtanopantu mam yatantascha didhabtaha tamasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Oh Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha
Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
Oh Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol,
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। आप सावधान होके सुन लीजिए। Let's try to be very alert now and listen carefully. भगवान उवाचा मोघाशा मोघ कर्माणो मोघ ज्ञाना विचेतसः राक्षसी मासुरीं चैव प्रकृतिं मोहितं श्रिताः. Chapter 9 verse 12 Gita. भगवान श्री कृष्ण says to Arjun, एक माया दो माया है, दो माया है। एक माया माइक संसार और एक माया भगवान की विशेष शक्ति है, अंतरंग शक्ति, उसको योग माया भी कहते हैं. There are two Maya. We have heard this word Maya, the cause of all our sufferings in the world. The reason for us to having to rotate in 8.4 million forms of life from beginningless time is a thing called Maya. This power called Maya. So there are two Maya. One Maya is a material entity. Jar, Chetan, Jar, in earth, non-conscious. It's power of Bhagwan, but non-conscious. And one Maya is a very special, the most intimate power of Bhagwan, called Antaranga Shakti, Swarup Shakti, Yog Maya Shakti. So the Maya and the world, the Maya that creates this world, that Maya has made us forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that we are the soul Atma. From beginningless time, we have been identifying with the physical body. And the reason for that is Maya. Tulsidas Ji, Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to Lakshman in the Ramayana, एक दुष्ट अतिशय दुख रूपा जा बस जीव परो भव भूपा. जय राम श्री Prakriti, nature, Prakriti. This Maya is also called Prakriti in the Vedas. Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyan Mayinam tu Maheshwaram Tasya veva bhutaistu vyaptam sarvamidam jagat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 4, verse 10. So there's a Prakriti, there's a worldly Prakriti, and there is a Daivi Prakriti, divine. So this Prakriti, this Maya in the world also has two forms. One is called Vidya Maya, one is called Avidya Maya. One is called Swarupa Varika Maya, one is called Guna Varika Maya. Many names. So, Avidya Maya, that's the Maya has made us forgotten who we are. It governs and controls the individual soul. Ek dushta atisaya dukha rupa ja bas jeev Paro bhava kuhupa. It controls us. It has made us forgotten who we are. And is a source. Atisaya dukkha rupa is a form of tremendous pain and suffering. Because of that avidya maya, we keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. We get all kinds of problem in the world. Because we have forgotten who we are. So because of that Maya, here Shri Krishna says, Prakriti Mohitam. We have become deluded, forgotten who we are. We identify with the physical body. And because of that, material beings, those of us who are material beings in the world, we lose hope. Moghasha. We lose all hope, all faith. We lose hope. Mogha karmano. And we perform wrong kinds of actions. Material actions. Mogha jnana, we lose knowledge. And because of that, we get into Rakshasi and Asuri action. These two words. Shri Krishna is using two words here. Rakshasi, Asurim Chaiva. Two kinds of action we perform. Rakshasi means demonic. Asurim, atheistic. What is the demonic actions? We get joy in people's pain and suffering. We love to drink alcohol, eat meat, drink blood. These are the Rakshasi actions. A taste, a yearning for those things. A longing. Three qualities are inside all of us. Trivir gunamaya bhavai rebi sarvavidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyam. Chapter 7, verse 13, Gita. We are governed by three modes, three qualities of Maya. Sattva gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. All of us. As long as we are in the material world under Maya. This determines our character, our nature, our interests. If we are governed by the sattvic mode of Maya, Rajogun is there, Tamogun is there. But we are governed by the sattvic mode. Generally, we are serene and calm. We are good people. We love doing good things. We are very charitable, compassionate, giving. We want to help others. If we're in the Rajasic mode is governing, we want power. We are ambitious. We want to get more money, a bigger house, a nice motorcar, better car, etc. And when the tamasic quality is predominating, this is a demonic. Become lazy. We lack incentive. Sleepy. We come mandir, we get bored. We fall asleep. Lectures going on about Bhagwan, we fall asleep. And the yearning desire for, because the mind is tamasic now, the yearning for dirty things comes. Alcohol, meat, quarrel, fight, kill. These things give pleasure. Are, Tusidasi says, this question is being asked to describe the qualities of those kinds of people. Clarke Sundarji is saying in the Ramayana. जहाँ काहू निंदा, जहाँ काहू निंदा, सुनाही पर जाई। मनहु मनहु परि निधि पाई। जय राम श्री
राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
फलन हृदय अतिताप विशेषी बोलो जराही सदा पर संपत्ति देखी बोलो जय राम श्री
राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
जो कहूँ जो कहूँ जो काहू की देखही विपत्ति सुखी भये मानहु जग नृपति। जय राम श्री
राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
So this is the qualities of the wicked person been described in the Ramayana. जहाँ कहूँ निंदा सुनहि पराई, हर्षहि मनहु परिनिधि पाई. The wicked person, when he hears others being abused in the world, he sees them in pain and suffering, he becomes so happy as though he has found a treasure lying somewhere on the road. Khalan hridaya atitap viseshi, jarahi sada par sampati dekhi. Khal means wicked. The heart of the wicked person undergoes tremendous torture when he sees others prospering in the world, doing good. It becomes so jealous. It burns, the heart burns. Jo kahu ki dekhi vipati, sukhi bhaye manahu jaganipati. He sees others being abused, in pain. He becomes so happy like he's become king of the world. Jaganipati. This is because he's governed by the tamasic qualities on the maya, materialistic. Can't say anyone do good. Only thinks about himself or herself. Such people Bhagwan Krishna is saying, they can never know him. They go to hell. Narak. This is the wicked person that was under Maya. Ab jo Maya se pare, what about those who are beyond Maya? We call saint. God realized. Ab Bhagwan Krishna कहते हैं, Mahatmanas tumam parth daivim prakritimashritaha bhajantyanyanya manaso gyatva bhutadimavyayam. Chapter 9 verse 13, Gita. Mahatma means divine soul, saint. Great soul, Mahatma means a saint, one who's realized God. Bhagavan says here, Mahatmanas tumam partha daivi prakriti mashritaha. The daivi prakriti. I told you this is the divine one. So there's a material prakriti, the one we know about called Maya that governs us, has made us forgotten who we are, and is the cause of pain and suffering in the world, and for us to rotate in 8.4 million forms of life. But there's a divine prakriti, Daivi prakriti, the special power of Bhagwan. That power makes the impossible possible. Kartum akartum manyatha kartum samarthaha. Ved. It's the most intimate power of Bhagwan. It's called Antaranga Shakti, Swarupa Shakti, Durga, Radha, etc. This power, through that power of Yog Maya, Shri Krishna says, because the saints have taken shelter in Shri Krishna, I protect them through that power of Yoga Maya, that Daivi Prakriti. A devotee is always protected by Bhagwan. One who surrenders to Bhagwan, who takes shelter in Bhagwan, Bhagwan protects him at all times. In the Vedas, a very beautiful example is given, the difference between a Jnani, one who follows the path of Gyan, and a Bhakt, a devotee, one who follows the path of devotion, love. So the devotee is compared to a kitten, baby cat, kitten. You ever see a mother take a kitten from one place to another? The baby, what does she do? She takes it in her mouth, the baby kitten. From time to time, the mother will take the babies from one place to another. So she picks up the baby kitten in the mouth. That baby cannot fall, no danger. Because under the full protection of the mother, no danger. That's the bhakt, the devotee. Because he surrenders to God. He's under the complete shelter of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, through the power of Yog Maya, that Daivi Prakriti, protects that bhakt, that devotee at all times. No one can ever harm. Durvasa Muni, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, in 9th canto, Durvasa Muni tried to harm a devotee. Great Muni Rishi Durvasa tried to harm a devotee of Bhagwan Krishna, Ambarish. He took a tuft of his hair and smashed it on the ground, and a huge Rakshasi demoness appeared, Kritya, with a long sword. And he told Kritya, take off his neck of Ambarish. Immediately Bhagwan sent Sudarshan Chakra, his weapon. First Sudarshan Chakra destroyed Kritya, burnt Kritya to ashes, and then went after Ambarish. Ambarish went all the three worlds, by Shiv, Brahma, everyone. No one will give protection. Even Bhagwan Krishna said, I cannot protect you. He was advised by Shivji, go to Shri Krishna. If anyone can protect you, Shri Krishna. Durvasa went and fell at the feet, begging. Shri Krishna said, Aham bhakta paradhino hyasvatanta ivadvija sadhu bhirgrasta hridayo bhaktair bhakta jana priya. 9th canto 4th chapter 63rd verse. Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, Bhagwan says, Durvasa, I can't do anything for you. I am under the complete control of my devotees. I love them so much. Those who love me and surrender to me. I can never forgive anyone who tries to harm a devotee of mine. If that devotee forgives you, is fine. I cannot do, Bhagwan says. Durvasa, go to Ambarish. If he forgives you, is fine. I cannot do anything. Durvasa went, Ambarish is a saint. Of course he forgave. So devotee is under the complete protection of Bhagwan. The Jnani, on the other hand, is compared to a baby monkey. The baby monkey holds on to the mother. If you've seen monkeys, the mother doesn't hold the baby when she's jumping. The baby monkey holds on to the mother. And many times when that monkey will jump from one branch to another, the baby that is clinging onto the mother loses the grip, falls on the ground and dies. And that's the Jnani. The Jnani goes on his own strength. He doesn't surrender to Bhagwan, that abhiman, the pride. He goes on his own strength. And that's why the Jnani will fall again and again. A devotee can never fall. So Bhagwan says, because he is completely under my protection, my shelter, he is worshipping me with exclusive bhaktya ananya manaso. Ananya means exclusively. Devotee doesn't think about anyone or anything except Bhagavan. No devata, no rakshas, no human being, no one. Only Bhagavan. Ananya bhakti. Exclusively. Bhaktya ananya manaso. His mind is exclusively attached to God through love, through bhakti, devotion. Gyatva bhutya damavayam. And so he knows that because he knows I am the master of the whole universe. I am the Lord of the whole universe. The devotee has that full knowledge. That I am the origin, the entire universe originates from Bhagwan. And it enters into Bhagwan again. Like a spider will take out the web, create the web, and then it will swallow it back again. That's how Bhagwan creates the entire universe and then brings it back into himself. The devotee knows that. So he takes complete shelter in Bhagwan. There is no fear that he can be. There's no thought of fear. अब देखो वहां तक कैसे पहुंचेंगे? Now the question comes, if we want Bhagwan to be my protector forever, like they said, he protects, Bhagwan is his condition. He says in the same chapter 9, he says to Arjun, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktah pranashyati. Chapter 9, verse 31, Gita. He says, Arjun, listen. Listen, my bhakt, my devotee, those who love me, who take complete shelter in me, that person can never fall. No harm can come to him. He didn't say, Name Jnani, Name Yogi, Name Karmi. No. Name Bhakta. That's the only one Bhagwan protects, complete protection. Very clearly. So how do we attain that? How do we become Bhakt of Bhagwan? We have to completely surrender. Maya is affecting us. We are under the control of Maya. We want to become free from that Maya. And then Bhagwan will now bring the Daivi Prakriti, Yog Maya, which will protect us forever. So Bhagwan Krishna says in chapter 7, Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metantarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. Bhagavan Krishna says, Daivi Hesha, this Maya in the world. Many people, when you ask what is Maya, the Jnanis especially, and those who read and follow the philosophy of Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, non-dualism, they will tell you Maya is an imagination of the mind. It is not real. It's a delusion. Bhagavan says, no, Daivi Hesha, Maya is a divine power, that even though it's material. Why? Mama Maya. Bhagavan says Maya is a power that belongs to him. He says, my Maya, Meri Maya, Mama Maya. So no one can cross Maya by themselves, no Jnani, Rishi, Muni, Yogi. How to become free from Maya? Shri Krishna says, Mame vaye prapadyante. Ev means only. Shri Krishna says, only the one who completely surrenders to Shri Krishna can become free from Maya. When we completely surrender to Shri Krishna, then Shri Krishna will say to Maya, hey Maya, leave that one now. They are mine. Because it's Bhagwan's power. When Bhagwan tells Maya to go, it will go. So that is complete surrender. Only the devotee surrenders. So surrender means to do bhakti. So now Bhagwan Krishna says, listen, I mentioned this verse last night, but I didn't go in detail because of time. Listen again. Satatam kirtamanto satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha didhabhataha namastantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. How do we do bhakti? How do we become a bhakt? Shri Krishna says, Satatam Kirtam. Satatam Kirtan. Satatam means all the time. All the time. Satatam. We have to chant the name, the glories of Bhagwan all the time. All the time. Take the name of Bhagwan. Chant the name of the Lord. Chant His glories. Chant the name. But I mentioned not like a parrot. Not like a parrot meaning, if you have a parrot, and people keep parrots as pets, right? Some of you here may have parrots in your home. The parrot imitates what you say. Whatever you tell the parrot, it will say. Now if this parrot is in the home of a devotee, and every day the devotee says, Sitaram, Sitaram, Radhe, Radhe, the parrot will say, Sitaram, Sitaram, Radhe, Radhe. Right? Radhe Govind. But if the parrot is in the home of a drunkard, and every day he uses abusive language, bad language, what is the parrot going to say? Sitaram, Sitaram? No, he's going to say the same language. Whatever you teach, the parrot is going to say. So we shouldn't take God's name like that mechanically. There has to be love, prem, bhakti. Bhagwan says here, yatantascha didhabhataha, with firm faith. Didhabhrata means complete faith. Faith meaning that God is sitting in the name. There's no difference between Bhagavan and the name. Nam Nama Kadi Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis. God has taken all Nija Sarva Shaktis. He's taken all His power and put in the name. There's no difference between God, Bhagavan and the name. Whether you say Ram, whether you say Krishna, Durga, any name, Shiv. So powerful is the name, but we don't have the faith. We don't have that. The reason why we don't benefit, because we don't have the faith. We don't have the knowledge that God is sitting in the name. Even if someone has told us, we don't have the faith. So Bhagavan says with that faith, aur bhakt namastascha mam bhaktya. Bow to me all the time. Namastascha. Bow, bow. Bow your head, your mind. Don't touch the head alone. You know, sometimes we go mandir or we meet somebody we think is worshipable. Many people do like this. That's not bowing. Bow your head, take your head and go down and touch His lotus feet. Touch the feet of Bhagavan. And not only the head, the mind must touch also. Think where might put in my head. What is this thing? Don't just go and bounce your head again. You might burst your head. Faith with faith. That I am touching the lotus feet of Bhagwan. I am touching the lotus feet of the saint who is Bhagwan personified. That's why Bhagwan says, Mam Bhaktya, with love for me. Ma means for me. God says with love for him. Bhaktya means love. Prem se. Aur nitya yukta upasate, and worship me. Upasana means worship. Do sadhana. How? Nitya. All the time. This is the method. This is the sadhana we have to do every day. I said to people, we eat food every day. All of us, we eat. To sustain and nourish the body, we have to, we should. We are supposed to give the body everything it requires, all the vitamins and mineral and protein, everything it requires in the right amount to keep the body healthy. Tana binu bhajana veda nahi varana. If the body is not healthy, if you are sick, you have COVID or some sickness, and you sit down to do bhakti, and you're going to chant Hare Ram, Ram. Instead of saying Hare Ram, high pain. The mind will go with the pain. You can't do bhakti. You can't do meditation. So health is very important, even for the spiritual man. Keep the body healthy. So we eat food to keep the body healthy. Body is material. Shiti jala pavaka gagana samira is made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. It's material. So we give it material things. Rice, dal, bhaji, roti, bread. Now, can we give the soul, the atma, some roti also? Some bhaji, some sabji, some vegetable, some soup? No. Why? Because soul is divine. The soul is a fraction, a part of Bhagavan. Shri Krishna says, Mamaivansho jivaloke jiva bhutah sanatanaha. Chapter 15, verse 7, Gita. Shri Krishna says, the jivatma, the individual souls who we are eternal, sanatan, eternal parts, fraction of him. So because Bhagavan is divine, divya, the soul, the atma is also divine. Yes, it's covered by Maya, but it's divine in nature. So because the soul is divine, we have to give it divine food. Just as we feed the body, we nourish the body, we are supposed to nourish the soul, the atma also. And what is divine food? When we do what Shri Krishna is saying here. He's telling us how to feed the soul, the atma. Sit down. Meditate on Bhagwan. Meditate on the form of Bhagwan. Chant his divine name. Any name of Bhagwan you want. There's no mantra which is more powerful than the name of Bhagwan. Shiv Bhagwan, Shivji. This is Vishwanath Mandir. Vishwanath means Shiv. Shivji sits at Mount Kailash in meditation. And do you know what mantra Shivji says? Sitting on Mount Kailash? Ram, Ram, Ram. That's all. There's no, because God is sitting in the name. We don't have that knowledge, that faith. We think we have to say some powerful mantra from Ved, etc. Then Bhagwan will listen. And if you say it wrong, you're going to get punishment instead of benefit. Ved, there is rules and regulation. When it comes to taking Bhagwan's name, bhakti, there's no rule. All Bhagwan cares how much love you take the name with. Prem se lo, prem se. Premate pragat hoi mai jana. Prem means love. Bhaktya means love. Meditate on Bhagwan. Chant the name with love. Flow from the eyes for Bhagwan. That is food for the Atma, the soul. Tulsidas Ji, a beautiful doha. He seems to be very angry with people who worship God only physically, without any feeling in the heart. He says, listen to this doha from the Ramayana. He paatahu futahu nayan jarahu sutan kehi kaam O Rama jarahu sutan kehi kaam Shravahi dravahi talakahi nahi Tulsi sumirat Ram O Rama Tulsi sumirat Ram Siyavar Ramchandra Kar Jai Sharanam Shankar Hari Om Jai Jai Siya Ram Jai Jai Siya Ram Jai Jai Siya Ram He faatahu futahu nayan Jarahu sutan kehi kaam Dravahi shavahi pulakahi nahi Tulsi sumirat Ram. Someone is worshipping God. He's doing puja, he's chanting the name of God. But the heart doesn't, dravahi means melt. The heart doesn't melt with love. So Tulsidas Ji says, he faatahu. That heart should be ripped apart, is useless. Shravai, tears doesn't flow from the eyes. Remembering God, thinking about Bhagwan, tears doesn't flow from the eyes. Phutahu nayan, those eyes should be busted, useless. Or pulakai nahi. Pulakai means the pores on the body doesn't raise on ends, goosebump. So jarahu satan kehi kaam, that body should be burnt to ashes. Tadashma sadam hridayam batedam yad grihyamane harinam adheyahi na vikritat yada vikaro netre jalam gataruhe shuharshah. Bhagavad. The Bhagavad says the same thing. Bhagavad Mahapuran. You're chanting Harinam Adheyahi. You're chanting the name of Bhagwan. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Jumping up in the sky, jumping to see how high you will jump. But the heart doesn't melt with love. The pores in the body doesn't raise on ends. It goosebump. Tears doesn't flow from the eye. The Bhagavad says, Tadasmasadam hridayam badedam. That heart must be made of steel. Thunderbolt. It's so hard. We do all kind of things. Only physically. There's no feeling. Because we don't know bhakti has to be done with the mind, the heart alone, the mind. God wants to know how much love we have for Him. Prem. Kitna prem hai. This is important. So we have to chant. I'll sing a bhajan. Beautiful bhajan. This bhajan says, you know, we have so much stress, all kind of thing in the world. All because of Maya. And not knowing who we are. If you want to be free from all of that, all the stress and problem in the world, so day and night chant the name of the Lord. Chant Bhagwan's name day and night. This name of Bhagwan, of Shri Krishna, is very pure. It's very purifying and it's very loving because Shri Krishna is sitting in the name. It's pyara. If you don't sing the name of Shri Krishna, you don't chant the name of Shri Krishna, then you have lost everything already. Sab kuch kho gaya. If you want to destroy the darkness of the heart, the mind, then chant the name of Shri Krishna. If you don't get pain and you don't know what happiness is. If you don't meditate on Sri Krishna, then how can you know what is dharma? What is the true dharma? How can you know about finding true happiness? If you want to illuminate this entire world with the light of your love devotion, become a shining example. Chant the name of Sri Krishna. Give up this wandering in the world, searching uselessly and aimlessly, looking for happiness here, there, and everywhere. You can't find it. Give up this ahankar, this ego, aham. Forget about all the vaibhav. You can have billions and billions, it will not make you happy. This world is only a storehouse of pain and suffering. Why are you dying like this? Just chant the name of Sri Krishna. You will find true happiness. There's no wealth in the world. The greatest wealth is the name of Sri Krishna. Because Bhagwan is the greatest wealth and he's sitting in the name. It's in this beautiful bhajan. जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की
कृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा।
कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण जग से वो हारा हारा। कृष्ण नाम पावन
पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण जग में वो हारा हारा।
मन का मिटे अंधियारा, मन का मिटे अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा।
जिसको मिले ना पीरा, सुख का मरम का जाने, जो न ध्यावे कृष्ण कृष्ण हित को धर्म का माने।
जिसको मिले ना पीरा, सुख का मरम क्या जाने, जो न ध्यावे कृष्ण कृष्ण नित्य का धर्म क्या जाने।
चाहे अगर उजियारा, चाहे अगर उजियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम
बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा,
ओ सुबह शाम बोल बंदे
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा।
जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम
बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा।
छोड़ दे भटकना दर दर, तोड़ दे अहंका घेरा, भूल जा जगत के वैभव, जग के दुखों का डेरा।
छोड़ दे भटकना दर दर, तोड़ दे अहंकार घेरा, भूल जा जगत के वैभव, जग है दुखों का डेरा।
फिर तू न मारा मारा, फिर काहे मारा मारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्ण सुबह शाम बोल
बंदे, कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
सुबह शाम
बोल बंदे, कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण।
ओ बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, ओ
बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण।
बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे,
बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे।
ओ बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, ओ
बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण, बोलो कृष्ण।
ओ बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे,
बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे।
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। So chant the name of Bhagwan. This is the cure for everything, bhaiya. This is the cure of one cure for everything. But chant with love. प्रेम से गाओ, प्रेम से। और फिर भगवान कहते हैं मुझ पर ध्यान करो, प्रेम करो। भगवान says, meditate on me, love me, attach your heart, your mind to me. अब कैसे? How? How are we going to attach our heart to Bhagwan? So Bhagwan gives the answer in the, he says, Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi nivasaha sharanam suhit prabhava pralaya sthanam nidhanam bijamavyayam. Chapter 9 verse 18 Gita. We have to make every relation with Bhagwan. Every relation. We are the soul, the Atma, we're not the body. We make all relation in the world because we think we are the body. And that's why we get so much pain and suffering. First knowledge, we have to realize we are the soul, the Atma. No one can create a soul. The Vedas say, Amritasya vai putraha. Every living being is a child of God. Not only human beings, every being. Because everywhere there's a soul, Atma. We all children of Bhagwan. Every relation, Mata, Pita, Bhrata, mother, father, brother, friend, sister, every relation you can think about. Look, Hindus, if we don't know any prayer, most Hindus, they know one prayer. What is the prayer? Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. What are we saying? We say this with our lips only. We lie to Bhagwan. Lie. Don't feel badly. Big lie. What is this prayer saying? Tvam ev, to he. Tvam means to, you. He alone. Ev. Twamev. We are saying to God, Hey Shri Krishna, Hey Shivji, oh Lord, Hey Durga, you alone are my mummy, my ma. Twameva mata, you alone are my mummy. You alone are my papa, my father. You alone are my friend. You alone are my companion. You alone are my wealth, not the one in the bank. You alone are my knowledge. You alone are my everything. Twameva sarvam mama deva deva. Who says the prayer with that full feeling? How can God alone be my mommy, my daddy? What about my mommy and daddy in the world? How can Bhagavan alone be my money, my wealth? The money in the bank is also mine. Huh? That feeling that God alone, we don't have that. We say it, yes, but many people don't even think. We say prayers like a parrot. क्या बोलते हैं नहीं सोचते. We don't even think what we are saying. We are singing bhajan. Do we think about what? We're just trying to see how nice I'm singing and if everybody like what I'm saying. How many people concentrate on what the bhajan is meaning, and am I practicing that? All we are thinking about how much. Does everybody think I sing very good? They must be thinking I'm the next Lata Mangeshkar, next Muhammad Rafi, Mukesh, Kumar Sanu, or Anup Jalota, Hari Om Sharan. I'm better than them, man. We're singing, huh? Data ikram, bhikari sari duniya, Data ikram. You know what we're saying? God is the Data, Shri Ram. God is the Data. He's the giver and benefactor of all. Everything belongs to Bhagavan alone. We are saying that. And everyone in the world is a beggar. Bhikari, we all. Bhikari, beggars. In other words, nothing belongs to us. My house, my muruka, my bank balance, my. Huh? We are revolting against God, the spiritual government. We are claiming that which doesn't belong to us. Well, I work hard. I work hard for this. It's mine. Do you know how it came? There are people who work very hard and do not get anything. And some people don't even work and they have everything. Because the one, he gave dan, charity in the past. That's how we get wealth, when you give dan, charity. When you don't give, the punishment, besides having to go to hell, etc., when you get this human birth again, you'll be born very poor. You can try what you want, you will never have anything. The law of karma is very, very strict, bhaiya. Avashyameva bhoktavyam kritam karma shubha shubham. The scripture says you will have to bear the fruits of your good actions as well as bad actions. Ayuhu karma cha vittam cha vidyani dhanameva cha panchaitani siddhyanti garbhastasyaiva dehina. Hitopadesh. Duration of life, ayu, duration of life, how long we live for. Karma. What kind of interest we will have. Whether we want to be a teacher, a doctor, an engineer, garbage man. Vit means wealth. How much wealth will come to us easily. We can get more, but we have to work very hard. How much will come easily? Because I give dan, charity in the past life. Vidya, how much knowledge will come easily. Nidhanamevacha, the moment I die, I will die, and how I will die is determined the moment the child is conceived in the womb of the mother, and nobody can change that. Nobody. Somebody will tell you, do forget what the books say, forget what the scriptures say. I, better than Bhagwan, I can change it for you, man. Really? And we're so foolish, we play thousands of dollars. Waste time, waste everything. Because we don't understand, we say we are Hindus, we have no idea what is written in the scriptures. I was born in a Hindu home, I'm a Hindu, that's all. What Hinduism is, what the philosophy of Hindu, we have no idea. That makes you a Hindu? You live the principles. You know the philosophy. Otherwise, there are people who never was born in a Hindu home, but they have so much knowledge of the scriptures, the Hindu scriptures. You'll be surprised, they quote the Vedas and all the scriptures. And they were never born in a Hindu home. We don't take the time, the effort. So this is how this will come or not come. So we have to make a relation. Don't just say words. The feeling has to be there. The feeling. As I said, we sing bhajan, we sing kirtan. Meditate. Think of what you're saying. Don't just give lip service to Bhagwan. It's hard if we don't have the knowledge. It's hard to have the feeling. How can I think Bhagwan alone is my mummy? Bhagwan alone is my papa? Because we don't know I'm the soul, the Atma. We identify with the body. If I'm the body, it's fine. But I'm the soul, the Atma. So, we have to make that relation. Knowing that Bhagwan, every relation of the soul, look, it's easy to love Bhagwan. The word bhakti means to love. There are paths to go to God. We hear about yoga, we hear about gyan, we hear about karma. Very difficult, very impossible in Kali Yuga. All of them impossible in Kali Yuga. Can't do. The Ramayana very clear. Kagba Sundarji tells Garuji in the Kali Yuga Mahima of the Ramayana, impossible. You can't do these things. Bhakti is easy. There's no rules, no regulations, no hard work. All we have to do is love. And we already know how to love. That's why it's so easy. We know how to love mommy. We know how to love daddy. We know how to love husband, how to love wife, how to love friend, how to love sister, brother, child. We know. All we have to do now is take that love and direct it to Bhagavan. That is bhakti. Nobody has to teach us anything new because we already know how to love. They have to guide us and show us, make that knowledge come firm in the mind that you are the soul, the Atma. And your every relation is Sri Krishna. And the only place you will find true happiness is in Sri Krishna, because Sri Krishna is happiness. Why do we get attached to any person or anything in the world? Attached, fall in love, addicted. Why? Every answer to every question you have, Gita can give it. Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Dhyayato vishayan punsa sangasteshu pajayate. Chapter 2, verse 62, Gita. Shri Krishna says, when you think again and again, listen carefully, when we think again and again that we can find happiness in some person or object, somebody will make me happy, this thing will make me happy, and we think about it again and again, we get attached, we fall in love, we get addicted. Nobody sees anybody and just fall in love. We say, the boy, I just saw this girl and I fell in love. I just saw. No. The decision is very subtle. Decision comes in the mind. This is the boy will make me happy. This is the girl will make me happy. Very subtle. And the thought comes again and again and again. And then it comes you get so Absorbed in that now you can't eat food, you can't sleep until you get that person. The method is the same, the practice is the same, thinking again, bar. Why do we get addicted in the world? To drugs, to marijuana, to alcohol, to cigarette. Nobody is born an alcoholic, a druggie, a chain smoker. Huh? You're young, you see others smoking, you think, must sign of grown up, sign of being a gentleman, a big man, so I want to smoke too. So you decide to take a smoke. On smoking the first cigarette, you cough and almost choke on it. But you think it will give you happiness. You keep smoking until you can't let it go. You become addicted. Same thing with alcohol. Nobody's born an alcoholic, a drunkard. You see others drinking, maybe in their own home, mother, father, somebody or somewhere. You think, they must be getting real happiness. Let me try a little drink too. You take the first drink and the head spin a little bit. You hide and take a little occasional drink. Then every Friday, now you go clubbing. Then every Monday and Friday. Then every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Then every day, now you're an alcoholic. Same thing, everything. So it is thinking again and again. You see, because we want happiness. It's our nature to want happiness. Why? Because we are a fraction of happiness. We, the individual souls, the Jiva Atma, we are eternal fraction of Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna says, I told you in Gita, chapter 15, verse 7, Mamevansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutaha Sanatana. The individual souls are eternal parts, fraction of Shri Krishna. Ramayan, Ishwara Ansha Jiva Avinashi. Ved, Chinmatram Shri Hare Ransham Suksham Aksharam Abhyam. Krishna Dinmati Jabab Jivam Jnana Gunashrayam. Ved. Chinmatram Shri Hare Ansh. We are Hansh, fraction, part of God. Eternal. And the Vedas tell us, who is God? Who is Shri Krishna? Anando Brahmeti Vajanat. God is Anand, bliss, happiness. Whether you say happiness or you say Shri Krishna, these are two names for one and the same entity. And because we are eternal fraction of Shri Krishna, it means we love and want only Shri Krishna. It's a natural law. Every part, every fraction has a natural love for the whole and wants to become one with it. All rivers naturally flow to the ocean, being a fraction of the ocean. All flames of fire naturally rises upward, being a fraction of the sun. In the same way, we, the individual souls, being eternal parts, fraction of Shri Krishna, naturally love and want only Shri Krishna, God. And because Shri Krishna is happiness, we all want only happiness. Even the person who says, I don't believe in God, people, as was mentioned, they're atheists, non-believers, Gnostic, they don't believe. There's no Bhagavan, God, you people make up this thing in your head. Okay, tell me something, Mr. Atheist. Do you want pain and suffering? No. Do you want happiness? Yes. Then you want God. Call him happiness. Don't call him God, Bhagavan. Call him someone a name. Any name you can call. He is uncountable name. The fact that we want happiness means we want only God. And we'll find that eternal lasting happiness only when we attain Him. So we have to make a relation with Shri Krishna. In order to love, if we think this is a Bhagavan, imagine that this is a Lord, He is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-pervading. If we think this all-powerful Bhagavan, and I am such a sinner, how can I love? There'll be fear, and where there's fear, we can't love. So we have to bring down Bhagavan to our level. Bhagwan is my mummy, my only true mummy, my father, my mama, my papa, my brother, my sister, my wife, my husband, my child, my knowledge, my friend, every relation. Love, prem. And this is, and then you'll see, that is the bhakti. That's what bhakti means. That is the bhakti. A beautiful bhajan. We're going to chant a few lines. In this bhajan, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, my Guruji, has written a beautiful bhajan. Tu hi, tu hai mera nanda nandan. Main bhi tohu tera nanda nandan. You remember I told you the prayer, Twameva Mata. Twamev is tu hi in Hindi. Twam ev, Sanskrit. In Hindi, tu hi. So we are saying to God, Nanda Nandan means Shri Krishna. Hey Shri Krishna, you alone are mine. Or maybe, I am also yours. Also, I alone doesn't belong to you. Uncountable souls belong to you. So I am also yours. You alone are my mummy. You alone are my master. You alone are my sakha, my friend. You alone are my child. You alone are my beloved. You are my aim in life. You are my knowledge. You are my everything. Besides you, I know no one, nothing. You are my brother, my mother, my father. You have said this yourself in the scriptures, my Lord. You alone are my everything. Let's sing this beautiful bhajan. A few lines. तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन. मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन. तू ही. Page 4. If you get the book, page 4. Bhajan number 4. Oh, तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन. मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन. तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन. मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरा स्वामी नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरा स्वामी नंद नंदन. ओ तू ही मेरा सखा नंद नंदन. Page 4. Bhajan number 4. सखा नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरा सुत नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरा सुत नंद नंदन. ओ तू ही मेरा प्रिय नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरा प्रिय नंद नंदन. ओ तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन. मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन. तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन. मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरी गति मति रति नंद नंदन. तू ही मेरी गति मति रति नंद नंदन. तेरे सिवा मेरा कोई नहीं नंद नंदन. तेरे सिवा मेरा कोई नहीं नंद नंदन. तू ही मम माता पिता भ्राता नंद नंदन. तू ही मम माता पिता भ्राता नंद नंदन. तेरा ही कहा हुआ है यह नंद नंदन. तेरा ही कहा हुआ है यह नंद नंदन. ओ तू ही
ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
मेरा सब कुछ ही है तेरा नंद नंदन।
मेरा सब कुछ ही है तेरा नंद नंदन।
तेरा सब कुछ भी है मेरा नंद नंदन।
तेरा सब कुछ भी है तेरा नंद नंदन।
माना मैं हूँ सब विधि दोषी नंद नंदन। माना
मैं हूँ सब विधि दोषी नंद नंदन।
तू तो है कृपालु कृपा करू नंद नंदन।
तो है
जय राधे।
करू नंद नंदन।
ओ तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे
जय श्री राधे।
राधे 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 राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे
जय श्री राधे।
राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही
तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। गणेश भगवान की जय। आदिशक्ति दुर्गा महारानी की जय। जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।